It's LaVan, and the Paynes are back.
What the heck?
The beautiful thing is, it's still the family.
Uncle Curtis! He's not here.
We're coming back and seeing everything in place.
Come on in,
And
Welcome back. If you grew up watching the Payne household light up your screen every week, then you already know that Tyler Perry's House of Payne wasn't just a sitcom. It was a cultural institution. From the moment it premiered in 2006, it became one of the most watched shows in Black American television history, eventually racking up over 250 episodes and earning a devoted fan base that has never really let go. But here we are in 2026, and 2 decades have passed. The actors who made us laugh, cry, and holler at our television sets have lived entire lives since those cameras stopped rolling. Some have found incredible love. Some have faced unimaginable heartbreak. Some have walked away from Hollywood entirely, while others are busier now than they've ever been. Tonight, we are pulling back the curtain and looking at the full, unfiltered 2026 picture. Their real ages, their real-life partners, and the real stories behind the faces you thought you knew. Let's get into it. LaVan Davis, Curtis Payne. Let's start at the top of the Payne household. LaVan Davis brought Curtis Payne to life, that booming, hot-tempered, lovable retired fire chief who ran the house like a military drill instructor but clearly had a heart of gold underneath all that bluster. Born on September 21st, 1966, LaVan is now 59 years old in 2026. He spent the better part of a decade as the comedic engine of this show, and his chemistry with co-star Cassie Davis was so convincing that fans became absolutely convinced the two were secretly a couple off-screen. For years, that rumor followed him everywhere. But LaVan has never married Cassie Davis. In reality, he has been in a long-term relationship with Tracy Davis, no relation to his co-star, and the two have managed to keep their personal life impressively private in an era where privacy is nearly impossible. What makes LaVan's story compelling in 2026 is that despite being one of the faces most associated with this franchise, he has deliberately chosen a quieter life, staying close to Atlanta, staying out of the social media circus, and focusing on projects that genuinely move him. He is proof that not every story of fame ends in chaos. Sometimes it ends in peace. Cassie Davis Patton, Ella Payne. Now, the woman who made Ella Payne one of the most beloved characters in sitcom history. Born on July 31st, 1964, Cassie Davis Patton is 61 years old in 2026, and her real life is one of deep faith, real love, and hard-won survival. Allen Payne, C.J. Payne. This one carries a particular weight. Allen Payne, born July 7, 1968, was already a recognizable face from films like Jason's Lyric and CB4 before he ever stepped onto the House of Payne's set. He was 38 when he took on the role of CJ, the responsible yet constantly pressured nephew trying to hold his family together. In 2026, Allen is 57 years old, and he is perhaps the most intentionally reclusive member of this entire cast. He has not married. He has no children publicly known. He does not maintain a social media presence. After the death of his mother, a loss he has referenced as profoundly destabilizing, Allen pulled back from the entertainment industry in a way that alarmed fans who didn't understand it. But understanding it requires respecting it. Some people grieve loudly. Allen Payne grieves quietly. In 2026, he remains one of Hollywood's great "where is he now" figures, not because something went wrong, but because he simply chose himself over the machine. His legacy through C.J. Payne and his earlier film work is more than secure. Demetria McKinney, Janine Payne. Born August 27, 1979, Demetria McKinney is 46 in 2026, and her journey since House of Payne has been one of the most publicly complicated of the entire cast. She played Janine Payne's transformation from addiction to recovery with such raw authenticity that many viewers didn't realize just how skilled an actress they were watching. In her real life, Demetria spent years in a high-profile on-and-off relationship with music producer Roger Bobb, a situation that eventually spilled into the tabloids and was even discussed on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. For a serious actress with real dramatic range, being reduced to a reality television talking point was, by her own admission, a painful chapter. She has been candid in interviews about how that period affected her mentally and professionally. By 2026, Demetria has moved forward. She is a mother. She has continued releasing music and pursuing acting roles. She is fiercely independent, deeply protective of her son, and has spoken powerfully about rebuilding your identity after a relationship that publicly diminished you. She is not bitter. She is free. Laramie Doc Shaw, Malik Payne. One of the most dramatic physical transformations in this entire cast belongs to Laramie Doc Shaw, born May 27, 1992. He joined the show at just 14 years old, which means he genuinely grew up in front of millions of viewers. He is 33 in 2026, and over the past several years, he has undergone a significant weight loss journey that he has been open about on social media. Driven by a deep awareness of health issues that ran in his family, Doc Shaw committed to a total lifestyle transformation. He has spoken about how watching loved ones struggle with weight-related illness became a personal turning point. Today, he looks strikingly different from little Malik, and that transformation, though entirely healthy, generated the kind of dark internet speculation that young black men in entertainment deal with constantly. In 2026, he is actively pursuing music and acting, pushing back against the child star label that tends to trap performers who grow up on television. China Anne McClain, Jasmine Payne. Born August 25, 1998, China Anne McClain was 8 years old when she first appeared on House of Payne, and she quickly became one of the most talented young performers the show ever produced. She is 27 in 2026. Her life took a pivotal turn in 2019 when her close friend and Descendants co-star Cameron Boyce passed away suddenly at age 20. By all accounts, that loss profoundly affected China and contributed to a serious re-evaluation of her relationship with the entertainment industry. She has been openly vocal about her Christian faith and has turned down projects she felt conflicted with her values, a decision that has not always endeared her to Hollywood, but has clearly given her a deep sense of personal integrity. In 2026, she remains single by choice, continues to make music with her sisters as part of the McClain family creative unit, and has become a thoughtful voice about the pressures placed on young women in the industry. She is not chasing the spotlight, she is protecting herself from it. Keshia Knight Pulliam, Miranda Payne. Born April 9, 1979, Keshia Knight Pulliam, forever beloved as Rudy Huxtable from The Cosby Show, brought a sophisticated edge to House of Payne as Miranda. She is 47 in 2026. Her real life has included one of the most publicly painful experiences any celebrity can endure. In 2016, just weeks after her marriage to former NFL player Ed Hartwell, he filed for divorce and publicly requested a paternity test for their unborn daughter. The story was everywhere. Keshia had to navigate her pregnancy, defend her character, and process a betrayal, all under full media scrutiny. Their daughter, Ella Grace, was born, and the paternity test confirmed what Keshia had always stated. She raised Ella Grace, later remarried actor Brad James in 2021, and has gone on to become a successful entrepreneur and passionate advocate for mothers navigating public life. In 2026, she and Brad James are still together, and she is one of the most resilient women in this entire cast's story.
Lance Gross.
Calvin Payne. Born July 8, 1981, Lance Gross was 25 when he became the heartthrob of House of Payne as the charming, easygoing Calvin. He is 44 in 2026. His personal life has been lived very publicly. His high-profile relationship and breakup with model and TV personality Eva Marcille was extensively covered in the entertainment press. He later found stability when he married actress Rebecca Jefferson in 2015, and the couple share children together. Lance has built a strong social media presence as a father and husband, which has kept him visible even as the acting landscape has shifted. In 2026, he is leaning into directing and producing, recognizing, as many actors in their 40s must, that staying relevant in the industry requires evolving beyond what you are known for at 25. He is navigating that transition in public, and his honesty about the grind is something a lot of his peers appreciate. Robin Givens. Tanya. Born November 27, 1964, Robin Givens joined the cast in 2008 and is 61 in 2026. Her real life has been one of the most extraordinary tales of public mischaracterization and quiet survival in entertainment history. Her brief, volatile marriage to heavyweight boxing champion Mike Tyson in the late 1980s was one of the most covered celebrity stories of that era, and Givens has been open over the years about the domestic abuse she experienced during that marriage. Rather than receiving sympathy, she was largely villainized by the media, a pattern that followed her for years and made it significantly harder to build a post-Tyson career on her own terms. In 2026, Robin Givens is focused on producing and writing, using her platform to speak about domestic violence awareness and the way media coverage can re-traumatize survivors. If this story moved you, if it reminded you of a face or a moment that meant something to you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And as always, thank you for watching.